Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I use my over 20 plus years coaching experience to break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Today we're doing a Crystal Palace vs Tottenham Hotspurs. Don't forget to hit a subscribe because it makes you sexier. It's true, 100% true. And if you just want to become a better coach or a better player, go through some of my videos and you can see that I use a lot of the same coaching points because you can see a lot of people do a similar sort of thing wrong, especially in the Premier League. Right now we're looking at their little back four. Okay, looks pretty solid. And then they've got pressure on the ball. Not bad, not bad. A couple of things I don't like though. Do you see how close these two players are? I'd want him a little bit further up. Now it doesn't really matter for the state of the goal, but one of the things as being a coach is you're always yelling shape, 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 and the team shape is just a little off. The balance isn't right. He needs to be stepped just a little further forward there. All right, so let's just move this on. Bosh, as we play this, goes out wide. Now, the other thing you can now notice as well is they've got three players stood inside of four. So you just don't want that to happen. Really, they're all sort of kind of out of shape, right? So if this player steps up a little bit here, it frees this guy up to actually push in and try to interrupt this little four here. Now, the other problem you've got is you've got two players. This is awful. It's so bad in the Premier League. You've got two players here. Both get drawn to the ball. Look, both of them. Watch. Bosh. What are you doing, mate? Your runner's off. Now, that three that was just there, now I've created a gap. You can see that gap there? Now, this pass that gets played here is a really, really good pass. We're going to show you this in a second. But I want to show you how quickly this space is opened up here. And this guy's now no longer doing anything, completely taken out of the game, and so's this guy. But if he was 2 yards over, which would have happened if this guy was 2 yards up, would have pushed everybody over just a bit, he might have gone with this runner a little bit earlier. Right? He might have just gone with him a little bit earlier, or been there a little bit sooner. Off we moves at Bosh. Quality pass. Rolled it with perfection. And now this guy's completely on his own. He was there. Number 15 or whatever's there. I don't really care about what the players' names are or what name's on the back or what shirt's on the front. I do not care. I just talk coaching and football. That's it. Couldn't give a crap who the player was. Right. So as he goes to play this ball now, he's got all the time in the world to pick out a pass. And now, as you can see, because they were just so slightly out of shape by about 2 yards, he's still completely free. This guy still hasn't done anything. He didn't go to the ball really to check his run. He didn't follow this guy here, and he didn't pick up that guy there. He didn't do anything, and they get punished for it. Bosh, little thing, smacks it, and it's an own goal. He puts it across into the danger zone. That's all you can really ask. Hit the ball low and hard of the goal. See what happens. He gets himself a goal. Well done, wee man. Let's go on to the next goal. In true Cash fashion, I'm going to show you something slightly right. So as it goes here, I want you to look at this guy's body shape. Okay. As we can see, his shoulders, because I always do shoulders, and that's the way the head's pointing, right? Really, really good defenders they'll be doing this. So imagine he's doing this here. I'm trying to draw it so we can see it like that. They'll have it ever so slightly like that. Okay, and his foot will be back just a little bit further here. So if the ball hits him, it bounces off him and goes away from the ball, away from the goal. Unfortunately, when the ball hits him, it goes into the goal. Let's have a look. Bosh, watch, dosh. Yeah. Do you see what I mean about that extra 2 yards? If he's turned facing ever so slightly, like right there, instead of having his shoulders facing this way and his head facing that way, his shoulders would just be facing ever so slightly that way and that way. If he's got back that 1 extra yard, which he hasn't done, and that's what's caused him the goal. Body shape is one of the biggest problems in the Premier League and biggest problems in coaching. People just don't understand how much of a difference 1 step in body shape makes. If you want to become a good player, look at that. Can I step 1 step backwards and change my body shape? So when I receive the ball, I'm playing the way that I want. I'm facing the way I want to play. Very, very important. Let's get on to the next. Love this goal. This goal is a classic example of one of the things I keep talking about all the time. When all these idiots are playing, look how close they are to the ball, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are this close. This guy can ping the ball to the other side of the field and all of a sudden they've scored a goal. Reminds me of a game I was coaching once. The coach went mental. He goes, if their left back can play a 65-yard ball to the other side of the field, let them have a goal. As he said that, my left back smashed the ball 65 yards and my striker ran on and scored, and he looked a right idiot. Because yeah, guess what? Players can hit a 65-yard ball straight onto someone's foot. The problem is when they're trying to control the ball and they're in this tight zone, they're worried about here. If they get the shout or they can see this pass, they can all play it. And he does. Bosh, whacks it, done, straight into space. Look at how much space he's got. He's there, just sitting there, waiting to receive the ball. Everyone's still running over towards him. He's got time to take a bounce, and he nods it on into the space behind and lets him try to run and deal with it. Now, honestly, he could have brought it down, and he could have done anything else there. He nodded it into the space. Personally, I don't think that's the best option. I really don't. I think he could have done something a bit better. Could have put it on his chest and played it on the ground. but it works out well. Off this wee man goes here. Now you can see all of a sudden, because that switch ball, there's no real cover for the back four because everyone's kind of out of shape and just not really there. But one of the interesting things is this. Watch. That's their guy, Son. You'd think he'd be a little bit closer. That's too far away. That's too far away in Sunday League, let alone in the Premier League level. But let's have a look at what happens next. Let's move it on. 2v1. And here's the problem. When you're 2v1, normally the two get in each other's way and the one beats them. That's normally what happens because they're both doing stupid things. Instead of one just getting away, if he beats that one guy, you're there to cover, and then you go again and you go again. It's just basic 2v1 defending they don't understand. But he puts this little dink ball through, which I love, through his legs. He actually did a couple of those in the game. It's Madison. Don't like the player. Don't know why. He's a great football player, but I don't know why. I just don't like his face. That's how it is sometimes with people. Plays a great little ball through his legs. Into the space. Still not marking Son. Still left him unmarked. And taps it into the goal. Overall, all their defending has been torn apart by a long ball to the other side of the field, and everything just gets torn apart. One little good header, little through the legs ball, boof, it's in the goal. Let's get on to the next one. This isn't a good quality of ball, but it's more a hit and hope ball. As it comes in, you can see he's got a bit of time on the ball here. Dorsch takes a touch and smashes it. Bit of a hit and hope. But one thing that the defender does here, watch this. Defender isn't close enough or anywhere near him. So people will say, oh, he's got caught under the ball. He didn't get caught under the ball. He wasn't in the right position in the first place. If you're in the right position, you can get caught under the ball. But if you're running backwards to try and mark the guy, well, that's why you're caught under the ball. Does that make sense? He was back here. Like if he was on the guy, if he was on the guy here and he jumped, fine, but he wasn't. He was here, had to run here and then jump. That's why he's caught under the ball, because he was too far away and he wasn't marking his man. Again, people have forgotten that people can play 65-yard balls to the other side of the field onto someone's chest. Why are you leaving him unmarked on the back post? Now, here's the difference. If he's here, if it's a display here, got no problem leaving him unmarked. But when he steps inside the box there, you can't. He's right on the edge. You've got to get closer to him. Either you or you have to deal with a man, and neither of them have. To be honest, he takes this down on his chest, Dosh, and he finishes it with class. Really quite quality finish. Really good job. Good goal there. I'll see you next time on Cash Does the old football-y talky talk stuff.